from CEO Haize. This is a crisis hotline. Um, we did this last time. The Bulls went on a losing streak. I think the last time it was a 5-game losing streak. And so I figured, why not do another crisis hotline? Now it's impromptu. We may not have a lot of people coming in. If we do, if we don't, it don't matter. We're gonna have fun nonetheless. I'll delete the video if people don't show up. Because you know why? Because you're not gonna catch me slipping. That's what we'll do. But with that being said, we're going to have an impromptu crisis hotline. That's what we're going to do. We're going to give a chance for some Bulls fans to come in. I know we are on a losing streak, so we're going to go ahead and, like I said, give it a chance for a crisis hotline. Let's see how people come into it and see how we have fun with it. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to open up the phone lines once we get a little bit more people in here so they have a chance to come in, call in, state their grievances, all that good shit. That's what we're gonna do because you, beautiful and lovely Bulls fans and supporters of Chicago Bulls Central, this is your place to vent your issues with the team, to anything that's going on. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your space to do all that. This is a crisis hotline for everyone. Um, yeah, yeah, that's what this is. This is what this is. The text and voicemail line is down below. Let me make sure I put my phone on ring so I can hear you motherfuckers when you call me. All jokes aside, though, somebody asked, and this is again, this is why I do stuff for you people, right? And by you people, I don't mean that negative. Before the supporters of Chicago Bull Central, somebody asked not too long ago when I was going to be doing a call-in show again, and I had absolutely no idea when I was going to do it. I got some time today. It's a weekend. I figured why not let the people call in. This is a crisis hotline for Bulls fans to call in, state their grievances. We're going to go ahead and turn up my Bluetooth on my Rodecaster Pro so I can hear you. There goes the number. You guys want to call in, state your grievances. Let's have some fun. This is a chill, sit back video for all the supporters of Chicago Bulls Central. I just really wanted to do something with you guys, man. That's really what it boils down to. I'm changing some things. Give me 1 second, because if you start calling in right now, I'm letting you know right now, I ain't gonna be able to hear shit. So give me 1 second. Let me flip some of my settings. Bear with me a second. I apologize to y'all. But all right, this is what we're doing. We did a crisis hotline before. For those who've been on the channel for a while, we did this last time the Bulls went on a losing streak. Who wants to be the first to call in? Who wants to be the first to call in? You guys got all ample space, time, and opportunity. You got me for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour today. Let's go ahead, get this crisis hotline started. For those who want to know, who care, I just posted the first video also to Chicago Bear Central. So there you go on that. But this is a crisis hotline. It says leave a text or voicemail. You can ignore that part. The number is the part that matters. If you want to call in, this is your time. This is your opportunity to call in. Let's see what we got. We're gonna go ahead and go to the comments from now until then. You don't have to call in. You can state your grievances in the comments if you want to. That's what you can do. My man DZ is laughing at Crisis Hotline. That's what it is. The Shy says I'm better than ESPN. Yeah, you know what it is, guys. I'm all here. I'm Chicago Bulls all day. Michael Galileo is laughing at me. But yeah, listen, I know that the name of this is funny, right? And it very much is meant to be laughable in a minute. But some Bulls fans are in complete breakdown and crisis mode, right? It's serious and it's funny how the narrative changes so much. I guarantee you, if the Bulls, whenever the Bulls, because they're going to win games again, whenever the Bulls win another 2 out of 3 games, those same fans that are the sky is falling right now are going to say, "We're going to win another title. It's time for title number 7." Like all that, and I love Bulls fans, right? I've been a part of this Bulls community literally all my life, especially since it's been online communities. As far as Bulls fandom and sports fandom in general, I've been online since the dawn of online conversations for Bulls fans. And it's been the same thing every single year. Every year. No matter how good the team is, how bad, even the fabled Derrick Rose MVP year, like literally when the Bulls, I think the Bulls never lost more than 3 games back to back in that season. But I remember like the Bulls would lose and people would be like, "Oh, I knew it was all fake." And so like all of this is not new to me, right? It may be new to some Bulls fans, but it is what it is, man. This is what we here for. Nobody's called in as of yet. I'm checking it. Ain't got no calls yet. I'm serious. Call in. If you want to call in, state your grievances with the team. This is not Petty Roosevelt. Nobody's, by the way, y'all check out the new hat. You see the CBC on there? This is what we do. But with that being said, let's go ahead. Let's get into some of the comments. I'm not going to panic. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm trusting the process. I'm hoping the Chicago Bulls get healthy and go on a run streak to end the NBA season. Young Black with the best comment so far. Yes, absolutely. And that's why I'm saying too, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, right? No matter what happens this season, guess what? There are more seasons to come, right? There's more seasons. We have now a front office that I really do trust. As of right now, is going to look to improve the team every single year, every chance they get, like a T.I. song. So, like, it's no need to panic. It's no need to freak out like some Bulls fans are doing. All right, we're getting our first call in. Getting our first call. What's going on, fam? You have called in to Chicago Bulls Central. I'm Haize, and he hung up. He hung up. I answered the call. They hung up. Did you guys hear that though? I wonder if somebody was wondering if I was really going to answer the phone. Let me try to call them back. Let me try to call them back. Tell me if you guys can hear it though. I want to make sure everything's coming through clear. Can y'all hear that ringing?
What's up, hey?
What's going on, man? Thank you for calling in. I don't know if you could hear me when I answer the phone or not, but I can hear you now, brother. Thank you for being the first call on the Crisis Hotline. What you got for me?
No problem, man. I had called. I thought it was your voicemail, so I hung up. I was gonna call back. This Marvin, man. I just want to holler.
What's going on, Marvin? Constant contributor here, man. I always appreciate your voicemails because they're always very well thought out, brother. What you got for us for today?
Well, I love your heading, Crisis Hotline. How about that? I just wanted to say, man, first of all, hey, man, congratulations on everything. And you do a great job. And also, you remember, I've typed in quite a few times about this season, man. And not to understate anything of what's going on with the Bulls right now, but hey, guys, I knew this was going to be a tough stretch, man. I knew it was, but if you look back at where we are, man, we only 2 games out of first. We actually in the best place where we need to be. Because not saying we can beat Boston, but we play Boston in the first round. We won't stay there. I'm pretty sure. But I just want to say to all the fans, get ready, man. I said it once on a voicemail. Get ready for this ride. We hadn't had a 4-game losing streak all year. We got one now. Let's concentrate on the next game, which is Philly. Don't be surprised if we lose this one also. But we just want to stay focused and stay out of that play-in. Make sure we get in because you never can tell what's going to happen, man. You got so many teams going to be knocking each other off. We won't. If everybody's thinking we're going to play Brooklyn, Philly, and Miami, it can't happen, guys. They got to play somebody. They're going to knock somebody off. So we might get 2 of them. Best case scenario, we get 1 in Boston. But I just want to say, hey, man, we had a pretty good year. And I think as far as our adjustments and everything, I'm kind of backing off of that, hey, simply until we do. I don't want to state the fact about injuries, but we do play different when we have our whole full team.
For sure.
So I just really wanted to just be, optimistic, as you know I am. And don't panic. Hey, drink some water. Relax, guys.
I like that drink water part. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you drink any alcohol, you're going to get worse. So I'm just letting you guys know that. But I really believe, man, a lot of your takes, man, have been right on point. And, I'm kind of up in the air about the Vooch and how many people call in and up and down with, wow, man, we need to get rid of him. We need to keep him. Well, we all know we need Vooch, man.
For sure.
But my brother listens to you also. I'm originally from Gary, man. I'm down in Dallas now.
Okay.
And I call in and speak with Pat pretty often. I didn't get a chance yesterday. I had a meeting and everything. But I've been, remember, I text you a couple times about calling, and I've been waiting on this. But I would like to hear your take. Where you think and how far? Now, I'm going to give you my predictions on what I think of this year. And I don't want you to shock any of the fans. I wish you would do it for me. What you think this year, guy?
What do I think as far as where we're going to end this year?
Yes.
I really don't know. It's too close to call it right now. I've always said I don't think the Bulls are going to finish lower than 4th. That's just my personal opinion. Now, as far as if we're talking about the playoffs, I really
Yeah.
can't call it until I see what this team looks like fully healthy, because we really have not seen that this year. If
Yeah.
I don't, some Bulls fans are worried about us being a first round exit. I'm not worried about that at all. I do think we can definitely be a second round exit, but I also think we can also make the Eastern Conference Finals. It just depends on how everything works out. But either way, even if we are a second round exit, right? By the worst that I
Mhm.
expect, what we have with AK and Eversley, I think that we're going to come back stronger, better, fix the end of that bench rotation, bring in some more players. I'm not worried about it. Like everything that we see in the future of this franchise is not tied to just this one season. We have made such
That's
a
right.
huge leap from where we were last season to where we are this season that no matter where we end, I can be satisfied in it. Now,
Yeah.
satisfied in the short term. In the long term, I still want to continue to see this team build to be a contender. But the difference is that if we had Garpax, I would not trust their ability to do that. Now with AK and Eversley, I
Right.
absolutely trust, no matter where we finish this season, that they're going to bring back a better and improved team the following season. And then the following
Yeah.
season after that. I'm telling you right now, we are going to get a title while AK and Eversley are AK, because Eversley may be able to be convinced to go somewhere else. But as long as we have the front office that we do, I trust that
Mhm.
we are going to eventually win a title. And because I have that faith, until they completely break that, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. And I feel the same way, man. And I'm happy you said that. Maybe that calms all the rest of the fans down. Maybe me and you are the only two optimists in this whole thing.
For sure.
But the deal is this: what we really want to understand as loving fans of the Chicago Bulls is none of us had these expectations at the beginning of this year, and
Sure.
I'm not joking about that.
Yeah.
For us to like you, because I texted him one time and you said I mentioned that, and you said, well, we've tasted it. We see, when you taste something, you want it. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but tasting of the regular season is nothing. Tasting of the regular season is like chicken and steak in the playoffs.
For sure.
Because
For sure.
playoffs is a different animal, man. But I'm like you. My judgment on the team. Well, at the beginning of the year with the acquisitions, first of all, I knew last year when we picked up Booch, we were well on our way. A lot of people didn't agree with it, but I knew Booch was decent.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a constant professional. He's a wake up double man, and you need that from the middle. Now, if you think about it, Vooch has really adjusted very well from becoming the all-out star on Orlando to being actually the number 3 option on the Bulls. That's hard to do, man.
Yeah.
That's really hard to do. But my expectations were this, and I'm gonna keep them the same. I figured we would make the playoffs. I had us about 3, 4, or 5 in the seeding, and because of the way this is so jumbled up, I can't rule out a first round exit. I'm serious.
Okay. That's fair. That's
simply
fair.
because we might end up playing Philly. We could play Brooklyn. Really, we could. So I'm like you. I'm optimistic on that. I want to see where we land, see who we play, prepare for them, make sure we're healthy, and I think the Bulls will be okay. But one thing I do want to say is I'm satisfied so far. Now, if we lose the rest of the games this year, I won't be.
Well, that's not going to happen. I get if something like that happens, then absolutely, then we ride, right? If the Bulls lose out the rest of the season, we fucking ride. I don't give a damn how good AK and Eversley have been. We ride it just because they need to realize, all right, y'all got to fix this shit. But I feel it, Marvin.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming home from Dallas if that happens. You can rest the damn do that.
Definitely.
But I don't want to hold you, man. I'm taking up all of your time. So
all right, yeah,
I wanted to call, man.
I appreciate you, Marvin, man. Be easy.
No problem. I will be calling back if you do this again.
I already know, Marvin. I appreciate you, man.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Peace. All right, we good. We cooking. See, we cooking. I got this hotline thing is going a lot better earlier on than what it did the first time, right? The first time we did this, literally took me like 30 minutes to figure it the fuck out. We got it though. We got it right now. Let's go ahead. Let's keep it going. Let's see what we got in the comments. Michael Galileo says they get a pass for now, but they are still a good enough team to be getting wins out of some of the top tier team games. That's where most of my disappointing resides. Completely agree with you, Michael. Completely agree with you. You want to see this team compete way better than what they have against top tier competition. The fact of the matter is that while they have played well in stretches, we have not seen a full game of that. We got another call coming in. What's going on? Welcome to Chicago Bulls Central. Thank you so much for calling in. Who we got today?
Man, this young Black Wall Street, man.
What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Man, hey, a lot of people need to understand Nikola Vucevic is a better player than most players in the league.
Oh, for sure. You know,
The
I've been
man
beating
been
that
the
drum.
man has stepped up his game,
For sure.
and he's playing better than what most people is really looking at. This guy can play any side of the court, and you can hit threes at that height. And he's a power forward center. Come on, the man can play, man. I don't know what everybody else is looking at, but I'm looking at somebody that really got a good game and knows how to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
It's just a little here and there, certain things that he can fix. But I believe the guy can play some ball, man.
Yeah, and the thing is that I think anytime you do one or two things when you have players on your roster, you either overvalue them, or because you see their faults so often, you undervalue them. And I think the truth with some of these players is we do overvalue them, and I can admit that even as a fan of this team. But with Vooch, I think
the Chicago Bulls need somebody to step up besides DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine.
Oh, true.
This
true,
is a young team. They need somebody to step up. They nervous and they got that game time, big time jitters. These last 3 or 4, man, they could have easily won these games that they lost. Easily won these games. All they needed was somebody to step up.
Well, it was more than just somebody needing to step up. Also, let's not.
I'm saying DeMar DeRozan can't hit every shot.
Well, true. He
can't be Jordan. He can't be Jordan in the down minutes of the game.
I know it's a crisis hotline. You're yelling at me, brother. Bring it down a little bit, man. I feel your frustration. I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I know we can't just rely on DeMar. And I think I've said that in the last couple of live streams. DeMar needs to trust his other players around him, but Billy Donovan also needs to call plays and trust them as well. So I agree with that. And then on the Vooch thing, people are undervaluing Vooch. And I think it's easy to forget that Vooch, what he brings and that skill set that he brings is so rare. But I completely agree with you. Where do you think right now?
My heart was ripped out in the Hawks game, the Memphis game, and the Miami game.
For sure. I agree with you on that, brother. Where do you think the Bulls are going to finish at right now?
I really get the feeling that they're gonna either end up in the top 3, because I still believe they're gonna tie for first place. I'm telling me, the Bulls will tie for first place. These last 18 games, I get them winning at least majority of these 18 games.
Okay.
Something is telling me the Bulls will win at least 50 to 55 games.
And I've been sticking to the 52.
When Patrick Williams, I believe his name is Patrick Williams, Lonzo Ball, and Caruso, when they get healthy, I believe there's nobody that's going to be able to touch them. I really do believe, though, they might need one more player on their squad. At least one more player on their squad that can help them make a run for the Eastern Conference. But something is telling me the Bulls will finish tied for first place.
Well, there you go. That's Young Black for you guys.
They're really making me mad on that ESPN. That Sports Center. They make me
don't
want
sweat
to choke
that.
Somebody.
Don't even sweat that. But do not let the national media get you. You'll be stressed out if you let, like, the thing that I do, bro. I'm freeing from it. I really don't I watch clips. I don't watch whole episodes because it'll definitely frustrate you. But Young Black, I appreciate you calling in, brother. Stay up, bro.
All right.
We doing good on the crisis hotline. Y'all getting that off your chest. And I like that. Let's go ahead. Let's keep getting more off our chest. Let's do that, because I'm letting you know right now. I'm trying to do this right now because if the Bulls lose to Philly on Monday, it's going to get even worse. I'm not doing a live call in after the Philly game, especially if the Bulls lose, because the motherfuckers is just going to be screaming at me. I refuse to be abused. There you go. That's the note of this crisis hotline. We got another call coming in. Oh, I missed it. My bad. Whoever was just calling, call back. My bad. I missed the call. With that being said, though, like a lot's going on with the Bulls right now, right? And I really do think that towards the end of the season, we're going to see the Bulls go on a nice run towards the end of the season. I hope that it fixes a lot of the issues that some Bulls fans are having right now. That's just my personal opinion. That's what I hope happens, because listen, I get it it sucks when your team's losing, right? For no matter how good they're doing at any part of the season, it sucks when your team's losing. But keep in mind, 4 games is a relatively short amount of time in the NBA season. All right, we got another call coming in. Let's see what we got here. What's going on? It's Chicago Bulls Central. Who we got from the 404?
Yeah, what's up, man? This is Nate from
What's going on, Nate? What you got for us today?
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Bulls, man. Once everybody gets healthy, I mean, once during the off season, once the Bulls got all these players, I had the Bulls in the first team,
Okay.
and so so far my expectations have been met for the most part. I mean, other than them one game, but overall, once you get healthy, the only team to fear is Philly, in my opinion. Everybody else is pretty even. I mean, as long as the only thing that the Bulls are missing is purely just Caruso with that, because Caruso is like a fire starter. He's the one that provides the energy, same as Green and Lonzo
Mm-hmm.
on the defensive end and also on the offensive end. Once everybody comes back healthy, we'll be straight. And also with the addition of Tristan Thompson, I mean, the Bulls been needing an enforcer for a long time. And Tristan's filling that role nicely. I still need he was on with Dennis Rodman. He's a very light version of Dennis Rodman, in my opinion, but y'all need that type of player in order to win games. You need someone to be y'all's be in the team's ears to win out these games, especially the playoffs.
Definitely, bro. I appreciate you calling in, even though you calling in from the upside down. I appreciate you, brother.
No problem, man.
All right, man. Be easy.
Have a good one, man.
All right, that's another one down. My man was definitely calling in from the upside down, though. Like, definitely calling in from the upside down. But it is what it is there. While we're waiting another call, let's go to Mr. Thomas here. We need health. It would be great to find us a power forward that can also back up center. I always want a boogie. The boogie thing, you guys know I don't agree with the boogie thing. I understand why people go there, but I don't really agree with the boogie thing. We got another call coming in, though. What's going on from the 224? Who we got today?
Yo, what's up, Haize? This is Rudy speaking, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. Just excited to talk some Bulls with you. So, just want to get right into it, man.
Okay.
I was super excited. I've been able to watch every single game, and when we are healthy, even without Patrick Williams, I honestly felt super good about our odds.
Okay.
Seeing every game, it's not like we're going to see too much different. Yeah, some guys are going to get hot. Some guys are not going to have their best game. But in terms of what we bring on defense, I could see us very well losing over half of our last few games.
Okay.
And you know what? Okay, I'd be okay with that as long as we're still in, like, we don't get into the play-in tournament, like top 6. I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
But then, even then, tempering my expectations a little bit more, when we get Caruso, Ball, and Williams back, they're still going to have to get into the rhythm. They're going to have to find their place within the roster, find the chemistry. So I'll be super excited for anything that happens, but I'm pretty much looking for health and next year for us to be a threat. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'll take whatever we get this year, but I see a ceiling, unfortunately. What do you think, man?
I really can't call it. Like, it's so, this Bulls team, like, if they can get back to being the top 5 defensive team that they were at one point, the sky's the limit for that. Any team that can score the way that they can, if you can be in the top 10 in defense with the way that the Bulls can score, you have to give them a chance against anyone. But we need to actually see it in practice, right? And that's the thing that I'm going to be really paying close attention to. So once we get everyone back healthy, if we get everyone back healthy, that's when I'll be better judged to say where I think they're going to fall at. But as of right now, if I'm being objective and being honest, I do think we're probably going to be a second round exit right now. And I'm coming down from me saying that they can make the Eastern Conference Finals all season. I've been saying that. But the thing that really
I'm right there with you.
yeah, and the thing that really concerns me more than anything, and I've been really talking about a lot lately, is Billy Donovan's lack of adjustments. I just really see that no matter what our health is, coming back to bite us in our ass a lot in the playoffs if he's still not making adjustments. And that's what worries me.
Yeah, no, I've actually noticed that too. He's been getting out coached. I like I said before, though, I do very much like our team when we are healthy and we have enough time to develop some chemistry. Once those two factors are met, I'm sitting pretty well where we're at. I would like ability to be a little bit more on his feet and make those adjustments when necessary. But like I said, I'm super optimistic about the Bulls. Just this year, I'll take whatever we get in terms of like playoffs, reaching the playoffs. So, but yeah, no, thank you for the time, man. I really appreciate it. I've been listening to your content for a while, and I like all your videos, man.
I appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you for calling in.
Well, you take care, man. Have a great day.
You too, man. Listen, Chicago Bulls Central is the voice of the fans, period. That's what it is. I'm glad that we're able to do this calling and really bring that to light. But that's what this is, man. We are the true voice of Chicago's fandom. There's way too many major platforms, way too many outlets that are taking advantage of the Bulls fandom without really giving back, right? Without giving the fans that voice, right? They want to represent a fandom that they don't let have a say in how that platform's built. Chicago Bulls Central is different. And so because of that, we do things like that. That's period. John the Great with the comment. Hey, what's up, Haize? New subscriber. I fuck with the content, bro. Keep it up. I appreciate you, John, man. I'm glad that you're here, brother. I'm glad you're here. Brandon Peck says, mark my words, Kobe will have a hot streak this week. Listen, from your mouth to God's ears, my brother, I hope that you are absolutely correct with that one. Absolutely correct with that one. I hope that is what comes to light and what happens, because I would love to see Kobe go on another hot streak. Because when Kobe is hot, it completely changed. Like with Vooch, have we ever seen a Vooch with Kobe, a stretch with Vooch and Kobe hot at the same time? Because what that wrinkle that would cause would be almost huge. Would be huge. So we'll continue to look out for it and see it. Josh Jones says, I don't know if Billy's going to make the right decisions in the playoff. He doesn't pay attention to who has the hot hand and just give everyone turns on the court. Lately, I can't argue that with you. I think it was different at the beginning of the season, but I think once DeMar started being the king of the fourth, right, and so consistent for us, it absolutely got stagnant. Absolutely got stagnant. I can't even argue with that one, brother. Can't argue with that statement at all. Josh Jones is on point there. What else y'all got for me? What else y'all got for me? Y'all like this, though? I'm thinking about trying to do a call-in show like this a weekend once a month, right? Not every weekend. I don't want the luster on it to wear off or anything, but I feel like this is something that we can keep up and do pretty often here. Because again, Chicago Bulls Central is the voice of the fans. Yes, that game against the Spurs, Vooch had 26, and Kobe. You know what? Yeah. I mean, that's why I said streak, right? I know there has absolutely been games, but there goes Alana's point. Yes, when Vooch and Kobe are going with everyone else, that's a dangerous team, because we already know what Zach's going to give us. And shout out to Zach in the way that he played last night. But we know what DeMar is going to give us. And then if Javonte, like, the Bulls can be so versatile and so dangerous on offense that we just need the defense to step up, right? Just need the defense to step up. Billy did say he was testing certain lineups. Yet certain lineups are different than making adjustments, though. And I hope at this point, we need something to find a new wrinkle. So different matchups, different lineups. I'm all for that. But you still need to make in-game adjustments. And that's what we're not seeing as much with Billy Donovan as I would like to see. But I agree with you there, brother. I agree with you. Brandon Peck said, did you read my chat last night? I said I almost happily cried because Bulls basketball is back. I mean, I wouldn't almost happily cry at the weather day that we lost again, but I feel you. You got to be happy. Turn the page. Listen, you come in here all the time with this rhetoric, and I appreciate your constant support of the channel, but no. These players respect, if nothing else, the players respect Billy Donovan. That's a narrative I can't get with. These players absolutely respect Billy Donovan. That's not a thing that I agree at all. Hot Boy 92 says we need consistent rebound. No, it's more than rebounding. We've lost the last few games, but we haven't rebounded. We haven't really been out rebounded. It's more than just the rebounding. Now, especially timely rebounders, I'll give you that. Momentum changing rebounders, the teams have absolutely gotten, but we've been losing because of way more than rebounding. Way more than rebounding. Titling your video, Losing Streak Crisis Hotline, made me laugh out loud because you really know how emotional she got. Listen, one thing that I know very well, right? And then not many people can take away from me is I know Chicago Bulls fandom. I understand this community. I know the culture of Chicago Bulls fandom, all of that. I know us so well, right? And I can tell you right now, if the Bulls lose Monday against Philly, it is probably going to be the darkest that it has been all of the season. it's going to be terrible on social media for Bulls. I'm letting you know right there, right now. People are going to be saying Zach needs to be traded. People are going to be saying fire Billy Donovan. People are going to be saying Vooch needs. Well, people are already saying Vooch needs to go. I'm telling you right now, there are going to be some fans, right? Some crazy fans that call for damn near a full rebuild if the Bulls lose Monday against Philly. What? Mark my words. You heard me say this. Mark my words. Alana in the chat. If the Bulls drop a few seeds, it wouldn't be too bad depending on how the standings look in a couple of weeks. Maybe we could meet Cavs or Celtics instead of the Sixers, Bucks, or Nets in the first round. That is a very good point, Alana. Very good point. We'll see. Like I said, I don't obsess over seeding right now. Last 10 games is where I'll really play very, very close attention to seeding. I'm not going to until then. So it kind of is what it is. Self-made. This is not a good take. This is just not a good take. Again, Bulls bench scoring was ranked 29th before Kobe started getting hot. You find me a team with bench scoring that low that's ever made a run. Now, I'm not saying that in the offseason they can find a more consistent bench scorer, but Kobe White isn't the negative that people try to like. Anybody who just says stuff like this, I know hasn't really paid attention to basketball, right? They may pay attention to stat lines, but not basketball. Kobe White, 5 out of those 9 games we went on that 9-game winning streak, we wouldn't have won without Kobe White. Kobe's played big dividends and has improved so much in a time where he's really playing now for the first time a role that's better for him. So no, I'm not getting on that at all. Marvin, thanks a lot, Haize. Hearing from fans' voice means a lot to us, and we all want to say thank you, Marvin. I appreciate that. Esmeralda, this is my first time seeing you here, but thank you for being here. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel. I just want to say thank you for your videos. I wasn't big on watching sports on TV, but my husband got me hooked on watching your videos, and now I'm invested. I'm so glad to hear that. If I play any part in anybody getting more invested in sports, that is the ultimate thing to me. Ultimate thing to me. If we think this is bad, imagine being a Lakers or a Knicks fan. Oh, God, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alana says if the Bulls lose against Philly, I ain't going on Twitter because Twitter will be in shambles. My email is going to be in shambles, right? The last time the Bulls went on a losing streak, it was literally terrible. I would get emails that literally would be incoherent. Like people literally, I don't know if they voice typed it or what. It would just be basically just screaming to the heavens. It'd be like you would think Eddie Curry's back on the team. That's what you would think. Let's see what we got. We're getting another call. No, we're not getting another call. All right, cool. Wanted to check that. Torian Whitfield, if the Bulls play the Celtics in the first round, we can't take them lightly. They have key wins over top teams. We don't. I see where you're coming at with that for sure. Alexander Cartaya. Let me know if I mispronounced that. Zach is going to sign the max. We need to keep Vooch. Hopefully, you get a big man in the buyout. Come on, Bull. And the buyout is over with. Like the buyout deadline is passed. So the buyout thing is over. Come on, Bulls fans, just breathe. Every great team goes through this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Zach is definitely going to sign the max. Like that's a story for another day. We'll actually be covering and talking a little bit about that on the first episode of Locked On Bulls we take over. So yeah, be on the lookout for that content. Bulls will be lucky to win 50 games. So what? The Bulls sit right now 39 wins with 18 games left. Can the Bulls win 11 out of 18 games? When you put it into perspective like that, right? With the way that they're currently playing, they definitely need to get some shit together. He said, I know Eddie Curry personally. I feel sorry for you, brother. I feel sorry for you, man. I'm honestly not afraid to play the Bucks in the first. I know that's crazy, but I feel our kryptonite is perimeter shooting teams. Look at how the Heat handle us. Our perimeter defense is a big problem. Well, it's key with one of our best perimeter defenders out in Lonzo, and another great one in Alex Caruso being out too. So if everybody is back healthy, I don't think perimeter defense is going to be our thing at all. I think that pick and roll defense from what we've seen so far, maybe, but we'll see with that. How many games left? 18 games are left, I believe. I believe it's 18 games. That sounds about right. Let's see. Yep, 18 games left. And that game against Minnesota still hasn't been rescheduled. So I guess we'll see what's going on with that. Do you think there will be conflict? No, there's no conflict with DeMar and Zach. There's zero right now. There's no conflict, and fans worry about this type of stuff more than players do. There's no conflict between them. Joker, Cousins, yeah, I don't give a damn. Cousins was never coming here. Cousins isn't what we're really missing. No, Cousins is not coming. Imagine the Bulls fully healthy. Every team would fear us. Milwaukee, Memphis, shit, even Golden State fully healthy. We're giving every team in the league problems. Okay, all right. How many teams against the top teams in the NBA? Let's see who we got. Let's go over it. So we got Philly again. We got. I'm going to count playoff teams. Right. This is what I do. We got Philly, Cleveland, Utah, Phoenix, Toronto, Milwaukee, Cleveland again, New York, which I'll take New York off of there. Milwaukee again, Boston, Charlotte, and then Minnesota. So 11 of those games are against playoff teams. So yeah, that's why I say it doesn't get any easier, right? The last stretch of this season is going to be very difficult and telling one for the Chicago Bulls. Period. Antoine says, I truly believe the Bulls will beat the 76ers tomorrow. I was trying happy on the way we played. I can't wait for Alex, Lonzo Ball, and B Will, but P Will. He means P Will. So we're just happy. Just be happy. We're speaking in a positive way about the Bulls. We are competitive with some work to do. That is true. But I'm telling you right now, after Monday, it's going to go one or two ways, right? And I know Bulls fandom very well. If we lose Monday, literally it's going to be dark days and bad. It's going to be the dark ages on all social media for the Chicago Bulls fans. If we win against Philly, right, it can go another one of two ways. If we win against Philly, if we win handedly, right, if for any reason down the last fourth quarter of that game, the game isn't in question. I'm not saying blowout, but let's say we have a solid 8-point lead with 2 minutes left and we win that game. Bulls fans are literally going to be, the Bulls are back. We're going to be number one team in the East, all that, if that happens. If the Bulls barely win the game, the Bulls fandom is going to be split. There's going to be some Bulls fans that literally say, we finally beat a big team. This shows this is a blueprint. We're going to keep playing like this. And they're going to be teams, well, we actually only beat Philly. We're still terrible. And it's going to be crazy. Either way, there's this. The only way that this gets better on social media for the Bulls come Monday is, like I said, they handedly win that game. I don't mean a blowout, but I mean they handedly win that game. A lot of the Bulls play on Monday. Did I say tomorrow? If I said tomorrow, it's because I don't know what day it is anymore. I really don't know. My life has been such a blur. Chris, how much is your merch? Long sleeve tees are $22. I mean, no, short sleeve tees are $22. Long sleeve tees are $26. I see the Bulls winning at least half of these 18 games. I see the Bulls finishing with 50 to 55 wins. Well, if you see them only winning half, that's only 48 wins, brother. So you got to see them winning over half the games if you want to see us get into 50 games. So the voice says spot on, Haize. Listen, that's one thing I know. I know Bulls fans very, very well. Very well. And before I had this show where I kind of have to be on social media, I would literally avoid social media. Like that last year when Zach was out those last 10 games, I did not go on Bulls social media after games at all. I was talking to my dad on the phone and actual friends. I would not be on social media because I already knew Bulls fans were going to go batshit ass crazy. Isaiah says, I haven't seen Lonzo get the keys to an offense since he was a rookie. I really hope Billy gives him the keys because we need someone who can get everyone involved. We'll see. That can unlock a whole different wrinkle to the Bulls offense if that happens. Hey, do you think we lose against Philly? The Bulls will be mentally bothered and continue on a bigger. Listen, the mental aspect of this, I don't really know how to gauge, right? Because I don't interview players, I don't talk to them, I'm not around the locker room. But it seems like Bulls, like they get down on themselves within games, but it seems like they really get back up and get confident from game to game. Now, within specific games with stretches, they get down on themselves. So I don't know. I don't know about the mentality. I have no idea. But again, a Caruso coming back, a Patrick Williams coming back, Alonzo coming back, I think that would bring enough energy back into the team that even if they are on a losing streak, they get out of it if they do get down on themselves, if that makes sense. Bulls have to go 16-2 to win 55 games. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was good to see a solid third quarter. Yes, absolutely, definitely was. But keep in mind, and I didn't know this, I was listening to the commentary, which was terrible on ESPN. But apparently, the Milwaukee Bucks are the worst third quarter team in the NBA, which I thought was us. So even though the Bulls did have a big third quarter, they did that against a team that has apparently even worse third quarters than we do, right? So we'll see if they really get that back in order. But I just want to keep that in perspective for Bulls fans. The D Rose era was definitely the last time the Bulls got 60 plus wins. Definitely. I don't think that's even a question. Do I see the Bulls still getting okay? Here's the thing. They absolutely can, right? Because this is what I'll say. With the timeline that we have for the 6 to 8 weeks, if Lonzo and Caruso come back even at that 8-week mark, so that's the tail end of it, we would still have 11 games left. So there's a possibility if the Bulls could win some games in between now and when they come back. But it's less and less likely the 50-win thing every time we go. The 55 wins, definitely not going to happen. I don't think. I just don't think that happens. But I'd be more than happy if the Bulls, imagine how Bulls social media would change if they win 16 out of these next 18 games. If that happens right into the playoffs, everybody again is going to be back on the Bulls could win their 7th title. That's just the way Bulls fans work. Period. Doris talks too much. Well, Doris talks so much because she has probably the most insight of anybody on that panel, right? And they need her to. But Lord knows that damn commentary was fucking terrible last night. But all right, I'm going to go to 45 minutes. So we got roughly 3 minutes left, three and a half minutes left before I shut down the crisis hotline. So there you go. Kyle Williams says 50-32. All right. All right. That could happen. That could happen. That's how no, it's not. There are way more rational fan bases. Way more like Cardinals, for example. Cardinals fan base is one of the most, and I lived in St. Louis for years. St. Louis Cardinals fans base are one of the most rational fan bases, period. Period. I mean, when they lose, they talk honestly, man, that may be more of a baseball thing, but that's not how any fan base works. That's not. I was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan for a long time just because I love Ben Roethlisberger, and I was in that fan base and in their forums and stuff too. Not nearly as irrational as Bulls fans. Not nearly as irrational as Bulls fans. So no, every fandom does not operate that way. They have degrees of it, but I'm talking about in the swift changes that Bulls fans have in mass, right? Not the little waves. I'm talking about in mass. That is unique to Bulls. Josh Jones says, I honestly feel like the Bulls just need to clean up mistakes and brush up basics. Even just keeping the ball safe could have won the game last night. Absolutely. Absolutely. J3 Cabrera says, Bulls only getting 44 wins. Only, well, keep in mind, had somebody told you that in the last season the Bulls would win 44 games next season, you would have been ecstatic. Most Bulls fans were. So we'll see how it goes. Millar Miller says, in my Cloud9 mindset, 57-25 bound, and then 16-0 in the playoffs. All right, enough BS, and we need bodies back from injuries. I like the way you set that up, brother. I like the way you set that up, man. All right, I'm shutting down the hotline because I don't want anybody to call in because I'm definitely not answering any more calls because I'm getting off the stream in a few minutes. So let me shut down the hotline. Bam. All right, cool. Hotline shut down. All right, let's see. I'm going to finish out these last couple of comments and I'm getting the hell up out of here. I would say every fan base has some of those people, but living a couple of hours from St. Louis, you are right about Cardinals fans. Cardinals fans are really, really rational. Really rational. Like, and I worked, keep in mind, my first full-time job as an adult, 19 years old, I worked at Busch Stadium the year that they won the World Series. What was it? That was 2006. That was the same year my oldest son was born. And the Cardinals fans are a really rational fan base, really rational. And and every fan base is different based off region. St. Louis is a very rational town for the most part in a lot of ways. But yeah. Too important, yes. Bulls have been missing key rebounds, right? They've been doing a good job in the last handful of games at matching the rebounds of the other team, but the key rebounds absolutely has been a place of concern.
You have 3 translation capsules.
Oh,
Do you
what
want to
the
use
fuck is that? That wasn't supposed to happen. We're just gonna go ahead and shut that down. We're gonna shut Bluetooth off from my phone completely because that should not have happened. But yeah. How are the Cardinals always good? Listen, that is that culture. They always are gonna be at least in playoff contention, right? Always. Some other NBA fan bases are toxic too. I saw Warriors fans say trade Clay because Warriors are in a slump. Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. How about Tristan Thompson? Yeah. Oh no, I liked how he checked him after that missed defensive assignment. I love that. That's why I really do think, right, that the Bulls are going to try to keep as many young players as they're interested in. They have their first round draft pick coming in, right? Unless they trade it. But I really do think that the front office is going to fill this bench next season with Matt Thomas gone, Malcolm Hill gone, Troy Brown Jr. gone, possibly Derrick Jones Jr. gone. I want to see Derrick Jones Jr. stay. Possibly those players being gone, and I think they're going to fill it in with veterans who can bring a more level mindset, veterans who are battle tested, veterans who can be a calming presence, right? When Io gets worked up, and hopefully he doesn't in the second season, but can come in and be a calming presence. I think those are the things that we're going to see this front office do heading into the next season. So. This is a great question. I think this is what I'm going to end it on. This last question for today. So if I don't get to your comment, don't kill me. Do you think the NBA community is more toxic than the MLB community? Overall, I think basketball fans are highly toxic. But on the Knicks fans and Yankees fans are almost the same level of toxic. Damn near the same level of toxic, right? I hate Diamondback fans as well. They're terrible. Brewers fans are the fucking worst. That's somebody who lived in St. Louis for so long. Pirates fans are the fucking worst as well. So yeah. That's my opinion on that. But yeah, and Alana again with a great comment. New York fans in general are the worst in just about every sport. Every sport are the worst. Torian says those Dodger fans, man, listen, it's bad, man. It's bad. But all right, thank you guys so much for making this crisis hotline, this impromptu crisis hotline, such a great experience, man. I will do these call-ins once a month. I promise you guys, at least once a month, I will do call-in shows like this when things are going good, when things are going bad. I'll do call-in shows even in the off season, right? That's probably a good way for content in the off season to do a call-in show once every month to kind of talk about whatever has happened or hasn't happened with the Bulls. So yeah, we'll definitely. Dodger fans are the best. What? Come on, man. Come on. All right, but that's it for me for today, guys. Go ahead, enjoy your weekend, man. Let's prepare for a crazy game Monday and maybe even crazier fans on social media. I love you guys, man. Make sure you follow the podcast at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, question, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. I'm going to put that up right here. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text or voicemail, you can do so at 773-270-2799. See red, go Bulls. I'm out. Peace.